So in part one, we're going to look at adding animations to our CSS. In this lesson, we're going to go over CSS Transitions. So here we have a hover state, which when you roll your mouse over it, it just abruptly goes from the red state, from the black state into a red state. And it's rather abrupt. So let's say we want it to go more gradually and look more like an animation. So that's when we'll go in and add a transition. So in our CSS, we have our box here set up, and that's where we will add a transition. And the transition we're going to add is a transition duration. And this signifies a 2-second. The S is for seconds. You can change that to whatever you want. We'll try it as a 2-second, and we'll save that. And then now when you hover, see, did that save? There we go. So now when you hover over it, it has a gradual. Okay, let's add a width property here into our hover effect. We'll give it 500 pixels. And let's see what that does. Let's save it and see what that does. And there you can see it changes the width. All right, so let's add another one to our hover. This time we'll add a rotate. So this will be transform and rotate. And for the value, we'll add it in degrees. So it's 10 DEG for degrees. We'll save that and refresh. And you can kind of see it. It has a slow movement in the clockwise direction. We change it to give it a larger number to 40. You can see it moves a little quicker. Okay. If you wanted to slow it down, you could add more seconds. Add one more second here and see. You can see it's a little bit of a slower movement. Okay, let's now add a transition timing function property. We'll add that into our box. So it's going to be the transition timing function, and the value is, it's usually either ease in, ease out, or ease in and out. And so this allows you to just vary the speed and kind of control your speed a little bit more, and it gives you a little bit more of a natural feeling. Okay, so make sure you save your file and then refresh, and then you hover over your object and you'll right click and you'll come down to inspect element, and this is in Firefox. In Chrome I believe it's inspect, and then you should see your transition timing function property right down in here. And right next to the ease in, there's like a circle, which is hard to see because it's white on white. I think in Chrome it might be a box, but you just click on that and it will give you options. Ease in, so here's the linear, which goes the same. And I'm sorry, this is the actual, this is called the Bezier curve. And they give you handles and you can control it. But so the linear, it is the same speed from start to finish. Ease ins, you can see that those start out slow, then they get fast. And the ease outs are the opposite. They start out fast and then go slow at the end. And the ease in, ease out, starts out slow, goes fast, and then slows out at the end. In the Bezier curve, then you can kind of just control it and come up with exactly what you want and control it a little bit more. Get that speed more the way you want it. This is a little bit more for natural speeds. I want to say natural elements like a leaf falling or any human or animal movement. Usually good for something like this. So once you get done and you get it just the way you want, you can come in here and copy the math section of the Bezier curve. So cubic Bezier, and that has your math here, all the coordinates that it was just at that you chose, and you bring it in here, and you can paste it right where that ease in is. You can just paste it in that spot. You can save it and see what it does. You kind of see it kind of goes really fast at the end. There's a little bit of rocking movement at the end. There you go.